Another Everton player just outside of wonderkid status. Figured let's check him out. So this was one that was thrown into the comments by Tom Walsh 6655. He wanted to see what Dwight McNeil looked like. And as you can see, as we start the save from in Everton right now, 37 million to 110 million rated, 75k as a squad player. 22 years old, so he's definitely a little older than a wonderkid status. However, he can play all over the front of the pitch. It's absolutely crazy. His numbers look pretty good too for for a 22-year-old. You've got a lot of 13s and 12s, but you still got some 14s and 15s, which look fantastic. So, definitely want to see where he ends up in 10 years. But overall, so far, it's looking like a good start. Milestone-wise, as a baseline, as you can see, he was at Burnley starting out, made his senior club debut, scored his first senior goal, and then relegated from the Premier League. So that's all he's got. So we're going to skip ahead for the next 10 years and see what happens to him. What you're about to see may upset some viewers, but it is what it is when we do these player profiles. As you can see, Dwight McNeil has found his way to Liverpool. He's gone through Newcastle though, but yeah, after Everton, 110 appearances with 9 goals, went to Newcastle, did fairly well, 170 appearances, 34 goals, and is now at Liverpool. You can see some of his numbers have grown very well. Crossing of 16, first touch of 17, passing of 16, technique of 17, all absolutely fantastic. His acceleration and his pace are definitely down, but he's a fitness dude, so he can be in the game for a long time. Mentals are looking fantastic. Everything about him looks really good. He has built it up across the entire front half. He is looking terrific. And I will say, his potential from the start of the save is 165. So definitely, like I said before, 160 and above, you can easily find these players in Man City, in Liverpool, in Barcelona, Real Madrid, all these things, all these top level teams, you can find them in. Regular starter right now, 15.5 million to 47 million rated, 205k per week. He is 33 years old though, so he probably only has about 3 or so years left. So we're going to check that out in just a minute. But if we do look at his career stats, you can see he started out at Burnley, moved his way to Everton in the 22-23 season, so right at the start, for 20 million. So you're not going to be able to pick him up just yet, but 61 million in Newcastle. His numbers are fantastic. He's not scoring a lot of goals. He's not getting a huge amount of assists, but actually, for what we've seen, these assists 9 is pretty high. 7s, 5s, pretty average. But, overall, Liverpool, 41 million pound move in 2030-31. Even at the later stage of his career, that's kind of surprising from Liverpool. But still, 7-0 and above almost every single season and playing a lot of matches. Milestone-wise, since we've picked it up, a lot of seasonal best 11s bought by Newcastle. First international cap against Paraguay at age 29. FA Community Shield winners bought by Liverpool. First international goal against Belgium at 30. UEFA Nations League winner with England. Premier League champions with Liverpool. He may not have personal accolades, but he still has a good amount of trophies in the cabinet. Injury-wise, standard list, a lot of slights, which isn't too bad to see. A fair amount of moderates, which isn't great. One major lower back stress fracture in 2030 for 5 weeks. But overall, he'll get you injuries every now and again. He may be off the pitch for a little while, but not too long, it looks like. As you can see, he does have 20 caps and 7 goals at this point. Tactically, right now for Liverpool, he is being used on the left side of an attacking midfield. So 43 for club, 13 goals, 9 assists, 7.23 highest or average rating. Internationally, 2 as the left sided midfielder, 2 as a striker, 2 goals as the left sided midfielder for some reason. And then 7.65 as the striker, 6.90 as a midfielder. So it definitely looks like he's better on the front side of that half. He's looking really nice, I have to say, at 33 years old. But as we always do, we're going to see when he retires and where he retires. So let's just get to it. Well, the end of 2036 looks like is where he retires in my save. As you can see, his acceleration is so down. Pace is actually still 11, which is fantastic to see, but he is contracted to West Ham. We'll see all that in a minute, but 350K to 1 million right now, 85K per week as an impact sub. Again, he probably could do MLS or something like that for a final season or so, but he wants to stay in Europe. You can see UEFA Conference League. So he's been doing a fair good job in England and kind of wants to stay there, I guess. So it looks like he did move partway into the season. 1.7 million, only made 8 appearances, 692, not too bad actually. 17 the next season, 673. So yeah, he's definitely dwindling a bit. But I mean, overall, appearance-wise, towards the end, not great, but everything else is just a great run. So milestones, Premier League champions we saw, FA Community Shield winners bought by West Ham, and UEFA Europa Conference League winners with West Ham. Injuries, had a couple more, but no more majors. So it looks like his stats are dwindling. So it's time for kind of, to retire, sit on the bench for a little longer, no longer a starter. He's had a good career. And unfortunately, he ends his career with no personal accolades, 5 winners' medals though, Europa Conference League, Community Shield, UEFA Nations League, and the Premier League. So overall, again, England career has been fantastic, just his time in the Premier League. So he's had a good run of it. But as you can see, some of his technicals are dropping a little bit. Only 4 starts, 13 off the bench, 673. We saw that, not the greatest, but it is time for him to retire at age 36. Definitely a good career. Definitely one to scout, one to take a look at and see how he does in your books. 165 is a really good static number as a potential. So definitely one to scout and take a look at and make sure. Maybe you can pick him up cheap early on in the 20 millions or so, but otherwise, yeah. So anyway, that is it for me, Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.